see your arm for a second, Adam. Turn it this way. Do this. I want you to do your hand like this. And what you have to do is you have to chop like this, see?
Yeah,
Can you do that?
No.
No?
I'm sorry.
You don't know how to do that?
Go Tigers.
I'm Mark Cook. This is Adam Humphries here for another edition of What's Cooking. Come on, Drew. But you have to give us a little banana pudding.
You want some?
Yeah, I would love some. Now, let me show you what I'm wearing underneath these shorts. I'm just kidding. But you know I'm equipped with the Florida State underwear too, right? Anyway, if you don't know, this guy's from South Carolina. And if you don't know what's in South Carolina, it would be Clemson University.
Yes.
Why is it the University of Clemson?
Why is it in South Carolina or why is it the University of Clemson?
Either one, I don't know.
I don't know. I grew up an hour away from it, so that was.
Here comes a guy that knows a little something about the rivalry. Here comes somebody who knows something about the rivalry.
Not even a rivalry, bro.
What's cooking? What's cooking?
It's a little different when he was there.
Yeah, it was quite a bit different when he was there.
2013 was the year that they won the Natty.
National championship, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like number 3 versus number 5 in the country. It was a big game, college game day, and they got the best of us that night.
Now, Adam, what are you going to be like about 3:30 on Saturday when Florida State beats Clemson? I mean, how depressed are you going to be? And is that going to affect your game against Cincinnati the next day? You be able to play?
Yeah.
You need to curl up somewhere?
I mean, first off, I try not to let Clemson's win or loss affect my game Sunday, but I highly doubt that we will be on the losing end of it Saturday.
Would you be willing to make a bet that if Florida State wins, that you don this gear next Wednesday in open locker room? At least the hat. Okay.
I mean, if
do I have to wear Clemson stuff though?
Yes, of course. But I don't have crazy Clemson gear like that.
Yeah, I'll take anything, whatever you got.
I think you'll look actually pretty good in my Clemson gear.
All right. Make the bet. We're shaking on it right here.
The dumb bet, dude.
Dumb bet right now. Go Knowles. Now, how did we get you on the show? Because I asked you a couple weeks ago, and you were like big time, and you're like not happening.
Yeah. So you asked me a couple weeks ago, and I had just done like a podcast somewhere, so I was kind of burnt out.
I was burned out from a podcast.
I was burnt out a little bit. I had to
talking.
get ready for practice, and then like that week, my dad was like, "Hey, have you done What's Cooking?"
See?
Have you done like he was telling me I didn't do it, so I was like, "Oh, well, if my dad watches it and thinks I should do it."
Mr. Bill, he's on Instagram. I'll follow him. Go follow Bill Humphries. He's Adam Humphries' biggest fan.
Legend.
Can you name 3 famous people from your state?
Wow, that's a good question. I know
you didn't major in history.
No, I didn't. There was a band that came out of Spartanburg that was really good.
The Marshall Tucker Band?
Yeah.
Yes,
really good.
Knew that. I was impressed. I thought for sure he wouldn't know it because a couple years ago we did a 5th Down segment. We used to do that instead of this. I asked him his favorite band at the time, Chainsmokers. That's what you said.
What was that? When was that?
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, they're still solid.
All right. Well, they're no Marshall Tucker Band.
No Marshall.
We agree with that. All right, let's see who else we got. President Andrew Jackson was from South Carolina.
Yes.
How does he not know that?
It's a major history.
You were born in Spartanburg, by the way. I looked that up. And Joe Frazier, famous boxer. So there's your history of South Carolina. I just taught this guy something. It's pretty cool. This is like a leftover mustache from a few weeks ago. It's kind of just stuck to my notepad here. So I'll give this to you later if you want.
No, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. A little Adam Humphries. He's not much bigger than that. A little Adam Humphries.
Little?
When you were little, your favorite meal that mom or dad cooked?
When I was little, I loved hot dogs. Loved hot dogs. And
you know what the hot dogs are made out of, right?
It's more of going back to college football on Saturdays. We would always have hot dogs and watch college football on Saturday afternoons. And to me, that is one of the coolest memories and just a good feeling. When you think about it. Just the smell of hot dogs on a Saturday afternoon watching college football at home.
I'm not going to beat you up too bad for hot dogs because I'm big on the whole memory smell thing
that's
too.
That's not like a meal.
Growing up, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. All right. That's a childhood memory, a good meal that you had when you were a kid because you knew it was Saturday, you knew it was college football. Now, when was this? This was in the 90s because you're young. You were born in, 93?
93, yeah. So that was, late 90s.
You literally could be my son. I got married in 1993. Yeah, I'm old. 48 today. You're going to tell me happy birthday?
Is it really your birthday?
Yeah, really.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you, man.
Awesome, dude.
He's going to sing to me later. What is a meal that Adam Humphries can cook, though? What's your go-to meal?
So I'm not a big chef. What's up, Will?
Willie G, come on
Just gonna
through.
hang out?
You can say hi to the camera, Willie.
What's up, baby?
I eat out probably 98% of my meals, but
It's not healthy.
I have a couple. I mean, it's there's some healthy spots around
guess
here.
so.
Especially
South Tampa.
There's like this meal that I went camping with my aunt and uncle, and my uncle made this like peanut butter chicken. It's a weird combo, I know, but it's like some like kind of stew that you make while you're camping, and he sent me the recipe and everything, and it's actually really good. And I've tried to make it before. It's not very hard to make, and I can whip it up. And I'm really good at making some homemade cookies too.
Oh, homemade cookies. This guy does like
Yeah.
sweets. He gave me a brownie in open locker room last year too. That was an amazing brownie. Do you remember those brownies?
Yeah, I remember.
Those were good.
Yeah.
Those are good.
All time.
All right, so far we're eating hot dogs and peanut butter chicken. Now, hey, to each their own. Now, you live in South Tampa, as we acknowledged earlier. Loads of restaurants. But you also live with a couple knuckleheads on your team. Ryan Griffin and Cam Brady. Is that still the arrangement?
Still the arrangement, yeah.
You know Cam makes a lot of money, right?
Does he?
You know you got a new deal this year too. You make a little bit of money. You guys are allowed to move out. You can afford your own place now.
But we're also making a sound financial decision.
It's true. It's true. They all majored in finance in college. All right, apparently. Which of these guys, though, if you're going to count on one of the three in your residence to cook a meal, so it's basically between Ryan and Cam.
I mean, hands down, it's Ryan. Hands down. Cam's made breakfast before in the off season, and it's not bad.
So you bring it to you on like a platter with orange juice, some mimosa.
He usually wakes up before everyone else, and he'll make some stuff. But Ryan,
So you wake up to the smell of bacon and eggs.
it's more pancakes and some eggs. But
peanut butter.
Ryan, I will say Ryan can whip up this salmon, asparagus, and like sweet potato, stuff.
All right, so we're eating salmon, peanut butter chicken, and hot dogs so far.
Pretty basic, yeah.
It's amazing this guy's a professional athlete with that diet, by the way.
Yeah.
If I'm going to Spartanburg for vacation, which I'm planning on doing very soon, what restaurant do I absolutely have to go to?
I guess the touristy thing to say would be the Beacon, but then again, that's a greasy food spot. For me, one of my favorite spots in Spartanburg is just a small deli, ice cream and coffee beans. They make a really good
That's the name
chicken
of it?
wrap. Yeah, it's called ice cream and coffee beans. But
Ice cream and coffee beans. You owe this guy a free meal. He just plugged it on What's Cooking. What do you get there besides ice cream and coffee beans?
I get just this chicken wrap, and then they make this fruit cup with like cinnamon oatmeal but chopped bananas and raisins is really good. Good pasta salad. Just like a really light lunch spot that I go to a good bit.
Do I look like Ryan Fitzpatrick with this beard?
You got some work to do.
Try it. What would Adam Humphries look like
With a beard?
With a beard. How does it feel right now to be the second best looking guy in this shot right now?
Second best? That's high up there, man. No, appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's a
Keep working.
huge compliment.
Keep working. When
Thank
you
you.
turn 48 like me, maybe you'll be this good looking too. Who is your celebrity crush? Has it changed from last year?
Oh man.
You
What
had
was it
some
last year?
obscure person last year. I can't remember her name. She was very obscure.
Was it girl from Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Amelia Clark?
I guess that's not that obscure.
I feel like it's just whatever movie I watched last. I see.
So he's like a leading man in a movie who falls in love on set, but he's not on set. He's just watching a movie and falls in love with a leading lady.
Yeah.
Is this the best interview you've ever done? Best TV appearance?
I feel like I could have given a better performance today.
No,
I
you've
feel like,
been wonderful. How
I
have I
feel
been?
like the food that I mentioned was not the best, but
Why?
You've done
Hot
well.
dogs, peanut butter chicken, and salmon?
I
That's
mean,
not the best?
I can do better,
Trying to think of anything. Oh, yeah, one more thing. See your arm here. Boom, 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 boom. This is Adam Humphries. I'm Mark Cook for another edition of What's Cooking. Shout out to Mr. Bill. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Go Knowles.